People come to us with concepts of products or things they want to build, and we design them and help them build them. We've probably designed the insides of 1,000 different products, many of them being robots. Our early customers ended up being toy companies and consumer electronic companies, people like Hasbro and Mattel. And then we did many of those kinds of projects. We learned how to build highly scalable consumer products and products that ship hundreds of thousands of pieces and understand how to do the design and implementation of that. And then in about the 2007 to 2010 period, we started doing more and more work with mobile robot companies. And then in 2019, we ended up doing a partnership with MediaTek. We had been building a lot of products where we were putting cell phone and tablet guts inside of things that weren't cell phones and tablets, like connected fitness equipment or home appliances, things like that. And then as a result, we ended up solidifying that with a partnership with MediaTek. We build their developer boards for them here in the United States and Europe. We have a very strong relationship with them there. We have a similar relationship with NVIDIA. We're part of their NPN network, and we can design carrier boards and stuff for their latest Jetson products. We've put a lot of NVIDIA Jetson products in a lot of mobile robots around the valley. We have been building a lot of edge AI devices, especially with MediaTek inside. Most of those devices are very, very complex and very small. Doing AI at the edge is very challenging. We use Cadence Sigrity tools for being able to do power integrity analysis, signal integrity analysis, to know that when we are designing a very complicated data bus, that it will work before we actually build it. We have the Celsius EC product here as well. We are able to do full fluid dynamics and fluid flow analysis, as well as heat flows on printed circuit boards. And we can know how to design that in advance by building a digital twin. Frequently, we will have a customer come to us with a very sophisticated electronics design or a carrier board for, say, an NVIDIA Jetson, or some board that's got a high-end MediaTek processor in it. And things like PCIe bus or USB SuperSpeed 3.1, these things run at multi-gigahertz speeds. And in order to actually do the simulation on the PCB to get it right the first time, Sigrity X really allows us to do that work in advance. And then we know what we're going to build is going to work. Another powerful feature that we take advantage of in Cadence Sigrity X is PSpice. And we're basically able to extract an S-parameter model of an actual printed circuit board for, say, like a high-power motor controller, and bring that S-parameter model into the simulation environment, and then directly simulate all the power components in the motor controller using PSpice, with all the parasitics of the PCB baked into the simulation. And we've used that mechanism to troubleshoot really big motor controllers on big vehicles. And it was just priceless, the amount of knowledge that we gained from being able to do that simulation and close the loop with the actual hardware that was under test.